I'm here with Brett Eagleson. Brett, you have a personal connection to the attacks on 9/11. Your father passed that day, is that correct?
Yeah, my dad was killed in the South Tower of the World Trade Center when I was 15 years old. We actually were able to speak to him after both planes had hit the towers, and he informed us that he was helping with the evacuation process. So my dad died a hero that day. It's bittersweet memory of him because you want to be proud of the fact that he stayed behind to help others, but at the same time, the selfish side of me and our family wonders why he didn't choose to walk out of the building that day.
And so since then, you've been active in pursuing justice. And what does that look like for you right now?
From 2016 until present day, we have been fighting the FBI and the DOJ for the release of documents which we believe show the complicity of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia behind the 9/11 attacks. We've had great success recently. As of September of 2021, we had a presidential executive order from President Biden, which called upon the release of these documents. So we now have FBI documents which prove beyond a reasonable doubt that there were 12 members of the Saudi government here in the United States providing support to the Al-Qaeda hijackers who attacked us on that day.
Now, what is your reaction to President Biden's visit to Saudi Arabia just last week?
You know, that's an interesting question. I think that the president has received more criticism than is warranted for this trip. Look, the president is still the head of state. He is still our elected leader. He needs to go to Saudi Arabia to negotiate a whole host of issues. But the one thing that we want the president to know, and that what we hope that the president did when he went to Saudi Arabia, was remember the 9/11 community. Look, President Biden campaigned on the fact that he was going to declassify the documents which show that the Saudis were responsible for the 9/11 attacks. And the president actually did that. And we now have the documents, which are now public.
Is there anything, now that these documents have been released, is there anything more that you were looking for from President Biden?
We want President Biden to continue to pressure the kingdom to accept responsibility and accept accountability, acknowledge that were it not for the role that the Saudi kingdom officials played 21 years ago, acknowledge that 9/11 would not have happened.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to add before we jump off?
I think that's it.
Okay, well, I thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having me.